Well, hello everybody. I've got an air gap. You can see that the door's not sealing, and that seal's been painted over. I don't know how many decades old this is, but I'm gonna see if I can freshen that up a bit. So stay tuned. Okay, so I just went up to Home Depot and got a door set that was available. I don't know how much I paid for this, but it wasn't too expensive, and they had several models. This looked like the best one. It's got an aluminum frame on it, and that vinyl. The little, you can see how it's flexible there, so that should be actually quite an upgrade. The first thing here is to get that old seal off there, and I just took a little X-Acto blade, their razor blade, and cut through the paint so I can pry it off there. And um, it's just got little brad nails through there, and I just need to take and work those out of there. I don't want to, damage the wood getting the old one off there. Uh, it didn't really take that long. Let me just skip ahead here a little bit.
So I'm back with a little.
Oh, I love my little nylon hammers. Those are so handy. So I just took a little sheetrock tool, and I'm just working it underneath the seal, trying to go easy with it. And in my case, they came out pretty easily. And then I just used a little needle nose to grab those nails and pull them out of there. So anyway, the idea is just do that about 30 times and get the old one out of there. So the next thing is just to measure these and cut them to fit. And the instructions use a hacksaw to cut them, but I've got several different ways to cut these things. Um, just mark them accurately, and then I tried a hacksaw, and then I tried my Dremel tool, and I kind of like my Dremel tool, so that's what I ended up really using. And also the corners at the top, these two pieces really need to fit together with a little bit of a bevel. So that was a little bit tricky. I don't know how to explain that to you, except just, be careful with it when you do it. Try to think about how the pieces will fit together. Here I am, if you only have a hacksaw, it's not too bad. You just kind of go slowly with it. It's just aluminum. Um, and then, just use some shears or something on the vinyl rubber part. Saw, 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 saw. So I've got this nice little freestanding grinder with a Scotch-Brite wheel on it. And whenever I work with aluminum, I always try to buff it up just a little bit so it's smooth. I mean, that's just an old airplane thing. So I smoothed up the edges a little bit. I don't think that's actually required. So to cut the vinyl, I just got some shears out, or I guess I'm actually using some heavy-duty scissors, and that worked well enough. So for some of these, I use my Dremel tool, and I always enjoy using the Dremel. I've got a little cut-off wheel on there, and just for a straight cut, of course, this hacksaw is just fine. But when you do work the little corner pieces out, you have to go at an angle to make them fit together. So this is handy. If you have one, it's a handy little tool to have. So here you see I'm just testing the way that fit's going to, or the way these pieces are going to go together with a little piece I cut off. That's, I'm trying to make sure that when I put it up on the door frame, it'll go together well. So I've got to apologize here. I thought I had my camera set for time lapse, but I had it set for slow motion. So trying to speed this back up, it's a little awkward. But you can, I'm sure you can see what I'm doing. I'm just using my power driver to put the little screws in, fitting the pieces together up in that upper corner so that it's a nice fit. Block out the light a little bit so you can see that crack. Now there's no visible gap now. So I'm pretty happy with all that. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't come to Louisiana until winter, because it's crazy hot now. Take care, everybody.